Antanil Tulian Meldanina, and thank you once again for joining me. My name is Lord Aramil, and today it's kind of just a hodgepodge of different things. Just, a happy holidays. Really just, we're almost there. We're almost out of 2020. Wow. It's been quite a year for everybody, I know. Wow. And just, it'll be nice. And I'm not holding any real hope that, it'll turn to January 1st, 2021, excuse me. And, everything will be magically better. But I feel like it will start getting better soon. And there's a lot of hope in me. I have a fair amount of hope that things will get better, that things will steadily improve, and I'm just kind of, maybe it's just all the holiday cheer. I'm really, I'm looking forward to everything. Now, of course, that will make some probably pretty dramatic changes to the channel. If, the plague goes away and I can start having dagger hair practices here again, well, we will be in the middle of that about now, so these weekly things will probably just, I'll probably change it to Sundays. But speaking of dagger hair, I do have something in the works, because a little bit ago I was watching a YouTuber who I watch most of his videos. His name is Izzy, Izzy, and I highly recommend anybody who's interested in Lord of the Rings games or Total War games. He does a lot of a mod for Medieval 2 Total War called Divide and Conquer, and he's really good. He's pretty funny. When you are up on the videos that he's currently uploading, he's very good at commenting back. So a very friendly guy. I've gotten a chance to interact with him a couple times, and in one of these interactions, he had made a comment on one of his videos about some troops. I think they were Urukai, and they were decked out in leather armor, and he made a joke about how much that must smell. Leather armor in the heat of summer on an Urukai. And of course, I have to, I pipe in, in the comments section, like, hey, I've been around people wearing pretty much full leather armor, Urukai even, and so long as, you're taking care of the armor and the person underneath, then it actually doesn't smell that bad, even in, the heights of June, or even August, really. And I said that it's like, from my, and I know all this because of, all the time I've spent in my LARP, dagger hair. And Izzy commented back. It was like, well, thank you, Aramil. And you should make videos about, this LARP. I would watch all of them. And I'm just like, And Izzy has a little over 10,000 subscribers. So, that's quite a big, that would be a big endorsement. So I'm going to start putting together some more videos for, DAG, for LARPing, my nerdy, that avenue of my nerdy shit, I should say. These will be slightly more professionally done, I hope, than, what I'm doing right now. bit more scripted, bit better, well stitched together, actually edited, you know, those kinds of things. And I'm looking forward to it because really I've learned a lot about making a YouTube video in the past year, easily, and even in the last 6 months. It's a continual process of getting better. And, yeah, I'm actually, here on my, what was my original laptop, I have a list of different topics that I'm planning on bringing up. Starting with, like, what is Daggerhair or a LARP? And how, you know, what's the history of DAG versus, you know, how is it different from other LARPs? Another video might be, how does the combat function? Okay. Damage and hit locations, weapon types, and the colors. Another video might be over units and chapters. Who are all these people, and how do they organize themselves? Garb and non-combative items. What kind of stuff are you likely to see at an event? Mainly, like, what is on a person, because that's just a great excuse for me to get all garbed up and show off some shiny bits. Yeah. And if you have a suggestion for any sort of topic, anything that you would like to know more about, or maybe we've talked in the past and you're like, hey, Aramil, I know this was an interesting conversation we had. How about, you know, you make a video out of it? I'll add it to the list. I'm not certain when I will get all of this put together. Mainly because you might see a slight dip in the number of videos I put up for a couple weeks. Which isn't to say much because I think I'm at about 1 video a week anyways, and that's kind of sad. And I'm going to try and get a few more out when I can, I promise. But speaking of, I got a new toy for Christmas. Yes. I got a brand new laptop, which is exciting for many reasons, not the least of which is I think it is at least slightly more powerful than what I'm running now, which is an incredible upgrade from what I was working on then when I first started a lot of this. But also, I don't think I've ever had a new laptop or computer before. Yeah, I'm pretty sure every laptop or computer I've ever owned has been a hand-me-down of some kind. Oh, with the exception of this one, which is actually just on loan. So, Teru, if you watch this, don't worry, you will get this back pretty soon. I'm going to start transferring files over probably today, as I look down at my wrist. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited for this laptop. I'm excited for the series. I don't expect Izzy to actually watch this video, but if you watch this and you enjoy, you know, nerdy gaming, then I suggest heading over to Izzy's channel. Give him a watch. I think his most popular series was the one that I actually started watching, was the Mordor campaign. Yes. He played as Mordor and was a very potent force of evil for quite a few episodes. I think his episode counts are generally, he gets like 40 or so in a campaign. So, and they can be pretty good length. I've found that it's kind of relaxing in an odd way. Just to put on Izzy's videos and just do whatever. I usually do it while I'm setting up for the next Minecraft video or whatever. And he's shockingly dedicated and is such a inspiration. Because he uploads, not right now because he's kind of taking a break, but he generally uploads like every day, and that shocks me. Just, he has an actual career job and he uploads daily. Like, YouTube is a hobby for him and he uploads daily, and it blows my mind. He's very impressive. I believe he's a Belgian, but he speaks fluent English, so you don't have to worry about that. He's just a really cool guy, and I highly suggest that if you like any of that stuff, then go give him a watch. You never know. Everything except his 10K live stream, because that was a lot. He foolishly announced that he would do an entire Divide and Conquer campaign on live stream without stopping for his 10K, and it took him about 20 hours. Yeah. And I think that includes like a half-hour break somewhere in there for food and using the restroom. But yeah, it was quite an experience. I watched maybe a third, half of it, somewhere in there, including the end. So I can happily state that I watched a fair chunk of it and gave my support. But he started somewhere around like 6 a.m. local time, so that wasn't gonna happen. I'm sorry, bud. I woke up somewhere in the middle of the night. I noticed my phone had lit up. That was probably like it had buzzed, and that woke me up because I'm a light sleeper. And I kind of blearily grab my phone, tilt it, see that Izzy has gone live. I'm like, neat. Thud. And just back to sleep. But that's enough of that fanboying. Let's see here. Yes. So I've got a new series that I'm actually working on. I know that in the past I've been like, oh, we could do this, or we could do that, or whatever. But this is one where I'm actually, like, writing up stuff. I have a mandate from another person to do this. And I guess I have had similar before, but I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful. One other thing that I'm hopeful for is my application to a master's program. Now, if that goes through and I'm accepted, if I am actually accepted, it will definitely impact the channel. I will still try to get one video out a week, but it may or may not happen. What would probably take place is I would have a free day or two, and I would get a bunch of them, all put together and shoot them out and schedule them. And that probably is the smartest way to do it, honestly. But I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful for the future. New year, new me. In a lot of ways, new year, new me. And I'd like to thank everyone who watches these videos, because this is very therapeutic in its own way. And sometimes just talking about anything, really, can be very helpful. So, I think that's enough. It's kind of sappy nonsense. So I hope you all had a wonderful holiday season. I hope you all are looking forward to New Year's Eve. And I will see you in 2021. Alright. Thank you for joining me all year. Thank you, and farewell.